Hi everyone, I wanted to show you today a really great, quick and easy system to be able to grow spring onions in your garden really fast. Happening like if you've got your garden beds all built right now and it's May, June, July, even August, go ahead, follow these instructions, plant these straight in your garden and you will have gorgeous spring onions coming up in days and weeks that will last you right through the entire season and will actually also overwinter typically as well, which is really awesome. So if you've gone out to the supermarket and you've bought your spring onions, this is what you do. So instead of actually planting your spring onions from seed, buy your spring onions at the store. And what I do is I cut them on an edge like this, and I leave about, gosh, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. And then I can go ahead and use the top portion of my spring onions and use this for my cooking needs, my garnishes, cooking any of my eggs, topping off on a salad, topping off on potatoes, cooked potatoes. They're really, really delicious and super versatile. You can put them over any kind of vegetable, rice, pasta. It's fantastic. So in order for you to be able to grow these, what I suggest you do, and I have a little glass jar here already set up, and my spring onions are in a glass of water. Now these ones have been in here a few days. As you can see, they just start growing straight away. So I cut them here, use the top portion of the spring onion, and now this is the new part that's growing. And so I put these ones that I've just cut into a glass like this. It keeps the roots wet. Just make sure there's a little bit of water in there so the roots have something to drink, and then the roots will start growing. And I'm going to leave these two. You can actually plant these directly in the ground as well, but I think what I'll do is I'm going to take these guys out. They've been in here for a couple of days and the weather has completely warmed up here, so I'm going to put these outside right now. It's early May right now, and I am going to show you how to plant these babies, and they will start growing straight away for you. And this is my patch of green onions. This is where I'm planting all of them, and I've got some wild arugula growing here, and that's fine, and lots of other little seedlings that are growing, mostly arugula. It just grows wild in the summer. And I planted these probably about 3 weeks ago, and as I purchased the spring onions, I went and I did the same thing. I cut them, put them in a little bit of water. It was a little cold 3 weeks ago, but then, or 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, and then I kept them for a couple of weeks till the temperature started to raise a little bit. But these are very hardy. They can go in anytime in early March onwards. That would be fine. I mean, the colder it is, the slower they grow, and now that the temperature is warming up, we're at just over 20 degrees today, these guys are really, really going to flourish, and then you'll have your own patch of spring onions to use. So I'm going to plant these ones that I just cut in the kitchen, and actually ones that I had saved as well, because the little tips are starting to grow. And I'm just going to show you how I do that. So I've got a little bamboo stick here. It's nice and thin, and this is quite heavily well, it's quite heavily kind of populated with spring onions, but there's lots and lots and lots of space available. So what I do is, usually I would use a special tool, but I can't locate it right now in the garden, so I'm just going to use this bamboo stick, and you just poke a nice long hole there, make sure the roots go in nice, and just have the little tip sticking up like that, and just find another area where you can fit another one in, pop it in like that, and then we'll close it up in a second. Right now I'm looking for open space. They don't need to have too much room to grow, because these guys, as you know, they just grow straight up, so it's really easy for them to not take up too much real estate. So where am I going to put this little guy here? I'll put this one here, make a hole here, and there we go. Poke it in. I'm going to put my stick down, then cover up each one gently like this. Make sure it's got soil around it, it's firmly in place, and then what I'll do is I'll come out here with a jug of water, and I will actually water all of these guys at the same time as I water the new guys that I just planted. So there we go. That's a nice quick tip for you to grow spring onions very quickly. You can run out to the store, buy yourself a couple of bunches, use them as you need them, keep the cut ends, put them in a little glass jar with a bit of water, and then when the temperature is, say, around anywhere between 13 degrees and up, bring them outside, put them in a planter like this, and they will grow super well for the entire season and over the winter as well. Thanks for watching.